Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. All right, I guess we're going to get going. I was trying to wait until those individuals connect with audio. Maybe you might want to put the sign up, Ms. Memphis. Jessica Gray. Wait a minute. I have that mismarked going.
What was that, sir?
Yes. You're Jessica Gray?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, Linda Long. Okay. All right, you have the insurance, correct, Ms. Gray?
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. If you can put that sign up, Ms. Mathis, for the other individuals that haven't connected to audio. I don't know if they're going to connect or not. Tyrone 823. Is that Tyrone Deshaun Lee?
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
You should know how to connect the audio by now. You've been here enough.
I think the format has changed. Is it connected? Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but you weren't connected earlier.
Oh, okay.
Are you testing?
Yes, sir. I am.
Or do you have a lawyer assigned to you?
Yes, sir.
Who's your lawyer?
Mr. Brian Brown.
Are we waiting on him then? All right.
Okay. Your Honor, I just wanted to tell you that I still got my registration on my license for today.
Yeah, but I don't know how your lawyer wants to proceed on the more serious charge. So, does he know you have court today?
Yes, you do.
Okay, we'll wait on him and we'll get you out of here as soon as we can. And let's get probation down and make sure he's testing okay, Mr. Lee. We're gonna keep going here. I don't know if anybody else is connected to audio, so. Yeah, you can take it down. If they've seen it, they've seen it. Are we ready, Ms. Williams-Law?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Kevin Gordy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you. Let's get going. This is the city of Detroit versus Kevin Laurie Gordy, case number SP 1486543, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1486551, SP 1494895, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1494941. Appearance for the record, please.
Yeah, please support. Good morning, Harry. Excuse me, Your Honor. Harry Boffman for the defendant. Mr. Gordy, please state your name.
Kevin L. Gordy.
Thank you. This is a pretrial, Judge.
Have the offers, Mr. Boffman?
I do have the offer on this case. I'll be happy to discuss that with the defendant. Do you want to know what it is?
No offer on the no insurance.
Right.
Higher plate, no offer on the 6 to 20. Failure to display.
May I speak, Judge?
3, 4, pleading of 4, dismissing 3.
Okay.
All right, go in the breakout room and speak with your client. Tell them the ramifications. 4-point offense. The failure to display is a 0-point offense that will abstract, and the no insurance proof will abstract as well. If he doesn't have a license, then he's probably gonna not be able to obtain a license for another 2 years at least. You have an absolute right to a trial, sir, and the fines are going to be $240 for the misdemeanors, and for the speeding tickets, $170, and for the no plates, expired plates, $145, and for the no insurance,
I have insurance, Judge.
all right, you just speak to, I'm just giving you the label.
Okay. Okay.
95. Go into the breakout room, speak to Mr. Boffman. Mr. Boffman, if you have some pre-trial issues that you want to discuss, Ms. Mason, then join breakout room 4 with those issues, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. I'll be back. Mr. Gordy, I'll see you in room 2.
Yes.
Morning.
It's terrible.
Okay, Jessica Gray.
Yes, sir.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jessica Marie Gray, case number SP 153933081. Appearance for the record, please.
Jessica Gray.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right, today is the date and time set for a show cause. Go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on her behalf, give her a $0 bond. At this time, Ms. Gray indicates to the court that she has valid insurance. You want to show that documentation, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to dismiss the case for providing valid documentation. There's nothing further, Ms. Gray. Have a very good day and best of luck to you, okay?
Is it okay if I speak, Honor?
Go ahead.
I just received a letter and said that I have some points on my license. So, how do I get those removed?
Okay, so I'm thinking, before I even look your name up, that you may have gotten some other tickets with this, probably a moving violation. And did you pay that? Let me see.
Yes, sir.
that's where you automatically admitted responsibility. You should never just pay a ticket. You should always come to court because this type of thing happens. When you pay it, you automatically admit responsibility, and you get all of the points that go along with that. The disregard of traffic control device on January 9th, 2024, the allegation was made. Ms. Gray paid the matter at 3/15/2024, and those are the 3 points that she got on her license.
Okay, Your Honor.
Mr. Berry, you want to try to ask the city?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't, your question was?
I don't know if you want to ask the city on your client's behalf for some type of relief.
Sure, I'm happy to ask. Ms. Mason, room 4.
All right, everyone, good morning to everyone. If I haven't acknowledged you, that means I have your name down, and I got you. I'm going to try to get you out in the order that you came in. If your matter is scheduled for trial, that should begin at 9, that you're supposed to be here at 9 o'clock, and we'll wait on the officers. We'll give the officers a half-hour grace period. If they do not show, then we'll get you out of here at 9:30. If they do show, then we'll get you an opportunity, or the lawyer in here, if you want to be represented, an opportunity to pre-try the case. So let's call now. Good morning, Attorney Brown. Let's call the City of Detroit versus Tyrone Lee. Case number is SP 1428963, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1428969, counts 1 and 2. SP 1505176, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 153567, strike that. SP 153561, counts 1, 2, and 3. Z8089821. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Brown, P80560. Appearing on behalf of Mr. Tyrone Lee, who is present on Zoom. Mr. Lee, please state your name for the record.
It's Tyrone Lee.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Brown. Did you put your P number on the record?
Yeah, it's 80560.
Very well. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. What do you plan for these cases?
Your Honor, I would like to speak to opposing counsel because my client does have documentation in the form of valid registration and valid insurance. So we were trying to see if a multitude of these, I guess, charges could be dismissed. And also in regards to, I'm not sure if you said it, I couldn't, you were going in and out, but in regards to case number Z8089821, I've requested discovery on that matter multiple times, and I still have not received that. I corresponded with counsel as recent as yesterday, following up on that discovery matter, and I still have not received discovery on that matter. And I know we've been in court multiple times on that particular issue.
All right, I'm hearing the same thing, and I'm going to these cases are gonna start getting disposed of via dismissals if we don't get the discovery in a timely fashion. I'm not, I have another motion here from the defendant, that hasn't received discovery. So I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with, Ms. Mason, and I am going to allow you an opportunity to pre-try and see, what you can work out on behalf of your client.
Very good, thank you.
Join breakout room 4, please. Okay. We'll pass that matter. Mr. Berry, were you able to work anything out on behalf of,
No, Your Honor. Prosecutors doesn't believe that she's in a position to do anything, nor anyone else, frankly.
And Judge, I'm sorry, I was not invited to a breakout room.
Yeah, oh no, that's Mr. Lee, and then she's in there talking to Mr. Lee. I'll put the wrong. I'll put your client in. Jones, good morning to you. Hold on. This great. All right. This is the city of Detroit. Versus Robert Lee Gardner. Mr. Gardner, what is your date of birth? What's your year of birth?
1989.
All right, this is the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan versus Robert Lee Gardner III. Case number SX2546857, counts 1 and counts 2. 18-495-0211, SP 1023639-1, U 47312418, 18-479-093, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gardner.
Robert Lee Gardner IV. Robert Lee Gardner IV.
Yeah, it's down here as the 4th and the 3rd. What's this set for today, Mr. Berry?
Arraignment on a bench warrant, Your Honor. And in that regard, my client would stand mute.
You know, not guilty plea on your client's behalf will give your client a $0 bond. You have the offer. He does owe a no insurance proof 288 that would potentially help him secure a valid driver's license. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, discuss that offer with your client, and let us know what your client wants to do when your client returns, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's past that matter. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Join the room, please. Probation department down there. Mr. Bachman, are we ready on Gordy?
We're not quite ready, Your Honor. I am texting Miss Mason, but I'm sure she's otherwise occupied, so I'm waiting for an answer for her. I'm not sure if anybody realized, but my client did better drivers.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem that matters anymore.
Yeah.
Out room 4.
Thank you. So, Your Honor, I also want the court to know that he has presented me with documents, ostensibly his registration, insurance, and his driver's license. Can we check, give an SOS check on the driver's license, please?
Can we get Kevin Gordy's driver's license, Ms. Mathis? Kevin L. Gordy. Yes.
Would you want me to go to room 4 now?
Yeah, go to room 4.
Okay.
Speak.
I'll be right back.
Ms. Hill, is that Ashley Hill?
Yes,
Good morning. You have a case? You believe you have a case here?
yes, I do.
What is your middle name?
And
All right, you're in the wrong courtroom.
I'm sorry, this is the number they gave me.
We'll try to get you there. Let's see. Here, but you need to be in Millhouse. Millhouse. I'm going to get you the Zoom ID to Millhouse's courtroom. What's that? 360? How do you do that? 340?
03. 360. It is.
Let's make sure it's right. That's kind of one of the funny ones. You can go always online to Judge Millhouse's, to the judge's Zoom room and just go start it from there. But 360, I'm gonna pull it up for you.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay, it's 360.
Uh-huh.
Oh. 360 again. 0340.
I have 360-0340.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
All right, we're waiting on a lawyer. That's what we're waiting on. And Attorney Brown, I'm waiting on the probation department to see what the testing results are for your client.
Okay, thank
Good morning. I have good news for you.
Good.
This biometric stuff right here.
Is it good?
Are you aware of that? The motion for destruction of biometric data and arrest records?
Who's for that?
Huh?
Who's this for?
Well, once I get it from Denise Jackson, I'll bring it to the courtroom. And then you have to put a hearing date out there, mail it out to the defendant, and they haven't gotten back with me as far as like who the prosecutor is, or just look in the system and see who, well, don't y'all have a prosecutor for traffic? You can give it to that prosecutor, the prosecutor for this courtroom, just for the hearing date. Once the judge make the
Ms.
decision on it,
Mason,
I have the order that you do it on. I
is
get
your
the order for you
position
today, okay?
that
To put
the
with it.
city's
Well,
not
just
gonna
come-
offer
just come to me later on, and I can-
Gray
I'll tell
any
you how to
relief
do it,
on
okay?
a
You're
ticket she
welcome.
paid,
How you doing, Doc?
unknowing that she was gonna get points on her license?
I can't, what case are you talking about?
Ms. Gray, she had paid she had a no insurance and a disregard and a red signal. And she paid the disregard and the red signal, could not pay the insurance. She brought insurance. I dismissed that case. But I imagine that she probably would have paid both of them if she could. And she did not realize that she was going to get points just by paying that ticket.
It's my understanding, Your Honor, with other judges, that there's nothing that we can do about it, that she's paid and that's already in the system.
No, I've always set aside the responsible pleas in those type of cases, because I do understand that what she was trying to do was what a lot of our defendants don't do, is she was trying to be ahead and responsible and making sure she met her obligation. She didn't understand that
So she paid on a move. Okay, so she paid on a moving violation, so I can give her a 1 to 5 limited access.
Let's what we'll do is you won't get any money back, Miss Gray. I'll amend the ticket and I'll set aside the responsible plea and enter a 1 to 5 limited access. That'll reduce the 3-point offense to a 2-point offense. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. And where's that gray ROA that I just had to set up here? Okay. I'll take the whole file. All right. Mr. Is that Attorney Taylor? Good morning to you. Your client is here. I'm going to put you in a breakout room 4. You can have a conversation with the city attorney, okay?
Thank you so much.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I gave you just.
All right. All right, Ms. Gray, if there's nothing further, you have a very good day and best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right. Okay. Who are we ready on? Ready on Gardner? Are we ready on Gardner?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Robert Gardner. Mr. Barry, I've given you an opportunity to speak with your client and pre-try the case. What's going to be the result?
We seek a bench trial date, Your Honor.
All right, is that what you want to do, Mr. Gardner?
Yes, according to the information that was provided to me, I think that'll probably be the best course of action.
All right.
I just spoke with you.
Trials on
Lord, I can see myself and I can see the judge. I can hear him talking.
All right, yeah, I can hear you now. Hold on a second.
He decided some trouble, Judge. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. All right, I'm gonna set a trial date for July the 22nd, 2024 at 9 a.m. This $288 on this no insurance proof, it may go a long way to helping you get a valid driver's license. You need to pay that, all right?
Okay. I can pay that right now. I was told that the failure to display will cause me to have an extended suspension of my license.
Right. So I just don't, you just, the 288 is what you probably want to pay. And then wait 48 to 72 hours. And then the other stuff, you'll be able to resolve on the date of July 22nd, 2022. All right.
Okay.
Nothing further, sir. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Can I pay that online, or do I have to come up to the court and pay that?
You can pay that online.
All right.
All right, Mr. Barry, this is the city of Detroit versus Linda Sue Long. Case numbers SP 152962881, SP 1529631. Appearance for the record, please.
L.S. Barry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Long.
Linda Sue Long.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. You have an offer in the file, which is leading to 1 to 5, a limited access on this one, and failure to display. Both of them abstract. None of them have carried points. It's $125 for one and $240 for the other. That's the offer the city is proposed. You have an absolute right to a trial, ma'am. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Barry. Have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you return, okay? There's something going on with this this Zoom. All right. Join the room, please. All right, let's Lunsford, Patrick Leon Lunsford.
How you doing, sir? Yeah.
All right, how are you? You've got.
Oh,
where's Patrick Leon Lunsford?
Right here. Can you hear me?
Right. Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't understand what's going on. It's
you told me to zoom in today so I get my case number so I can pay them today because I need the case numbers. You told me to write them down.
Well, I'll tell you what. You owe a lot of them, but here SP.
Yeah, you told me.
SP 1541892 counts 1 and counts 2. It's SP 1541891 and SP 1541892. You also owe SP 1291231 and SP 1291213. That's just part of what you owe.
You say I owe 4. I had 19. You dropped everything but 4 of them.
Your Honor,
I owe like.
are you calling these cases?
No, I didn't call the cases. I didn't
Oh,
drop everything. Let me see what this. Mr. Boffman, Gordy has a valid driver's license.
We're ready. We're gonna, there's been an agreement.
I mean, where's Patrick Lunsford's file? Please? Can you get that file for me? Because he's got a lot of cases that are, hold on a second. All right, let's go back on record with Kevin Gordy. Mr. Gordy, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, I'm pleased to announce that the defendant has presented valid driver's license that's been checked by court staff. He also has shown to me valid and current registration and insurance documents. The insurance will not expire, excuse me, Your Honor, till May 11th of 2024. On that document, I also saw the registration, which will not expire till June 14th of 2024, Your Honor. I'm stipulating probable cause for the recommendation that these cases be dismissed. My client is going to waive his right to any further hearings or trials this morning. On his behalf, I'm stipulating to the 4 corners of the complaint on the speeding ticket, the 16 to 20 over. I'm stipulating the facts contained within that complaint for the purpose of a responsible plea. The reduction is to 11 to 15 over. I've explained to my client that that is a 3-point driving offense. All the other counts on the docket, the instant cases this morning will be dismissed, Your Honor. And for that, I stipulate to probable cause. Thank you.
Now, let me ask this. He's got 2 16 to 20 overs in both. We're pleading as charged. Are we just pleading to 1 or are we
just one? One. And the offer, I looked at the offer. If you take a good look at the offer, Your Honor, actually one of them was being dismissed and that they were asking for a plea to the other. I did too.
All right. Mr. Gordy, you want to take the deal? I can't hear him.
Mr. Gordy, you're on mute. Can you?
You can press the unmute button for him so that it will.
Sorry, I muted you again. Go ahead. Mute yourself.
Okay, you can hear me, Your Honor?
I can hear you. You want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. With those stipulations, I'm going to find him responsible for the admitted count of 11 to 15, $150. Dismiss the other matters. You still owe 2 2017 tickets. One is 252, the other one's 228. But for this case, $150. When can you pay it, Mr. Gordy?
Judge, I think I paid those I paid those tickets. I sent you those the copy of that our last meeting. If I'm correct.
Well, I see it here not being paid 2017 tickets. You're gonna have to take your receipt to the cashier and
yes, I will.
Deal with that accordingly. All right, Mr. Gordy?
Yes.
All right. Let's when can you pay the 150? When can you pay it?
I gotta half it up, maybe 75 of 1 month. I'm on fixed. So 75 to
30
75.
days. 30 days there.
I didn't hear you, sir.
30 days, or you can get into a payment plan if you choose. Which one?
Payment plan.
I'm gonna give you 30 days, and then within that 30 days, I'm gonna mark the file. Will allow payment. You have to get in there before the time is up. The 30 days is up to set that payment plan. You're gonna come down to the window, all right?
Okay, the deadline is what day?
June 17th, 2024. If you don't have any further questions, have best of luck to you. Have a very good day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Attorney.
On the Galaxy Z Flip 5, you just got connected to audio. What's your name with the striped button-down shirt? Good morning to you.
Gerald Garrett.
Gerald Garrett.
Gerald Garrett.
Gerald Garrett.
Yes. Right. Good morning to you, sir.
All right. This one's going to be for you. Oh, that's a trial, Mr. Boffman. I have Garrett. I have Gamble. I have O'Brien.
Morning, Attorney Sarah, could you?
I have O'Brien here. All of those have trials, and many of the officers have showed up. So we still have another 15 minutes to allow officers that grace period. Let's start getting the offers together. Then we can present it to the individual. All right. So sit tight, Mr. Garrett, and we'll get
yes, so thank you, Your Honor.
Let's go, all right, let me give you somebody here. Who's got Linda Long? Mr. Barry, does Mr. Barry have Long? Okay, Liddell is trial. Brian Little, let's get you started, Mr. Hoffman. Brian Thomas Little there?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
It says the city of Detroit versus Brian Thomas Little, case number SP 1377131 and Z8 091431. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman on the behalf of the defendant. Mr. Little, please state your name for the record.
Brian Thomas Little.
Your Honor, we will waive any more formal reading of the information complaint or warrant and stand mute for the purpose of arraignment. This matter is here for show cause.
All right, I'll enter not guilty plea on his behalf. This is going to be an issue of a $500 personal bond. As for bond purposes, I need Mr. Little to start testing 1 time per week. No leaving the state of Michigan, no drinking during the pendency of this case. I'm going to get a good phone number from you, Mr. Little, so that you can start, so we can get probation to start facilitating that testing, please. Mr. Little?
Yes, sir.
I need a phone number, please.
313-412-4512.
313-412-4512. So you understand, I need you to start testing 1 time per week.
Yes, sir.
No leaving the state without the court's permission. No drinking, obviously, during the pendency of this case. And I'm going to refer this matter to probation so that they can. I'm going to give you the number to probation as well. 313-965-3414. You should not have to call them, but I'm giving you that number because I need to see a test. Today is Tuesday. I need to see a test before the end of the week. If you find that probation hasn't contacted you, you need to get in touch with them and or get in touch with the court so we can help you facilitate or see why they haven't gotten in touch with you yet. Are you gonna hire a lawyer for this case, or are you gonna need the court to appoint you one?
The court to appoint me one, sir.
Need appointed attorney. Now you need to answer any calls that you may not recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. I'm going to set a pretrial date for June the 3rd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. If you find that that attorney has not called you within the next few weeks, you need to get back in touch with us as well, and we can get an attorney appointed on the spot. Do you have any further questions, sir?
No, sir.
You understand that if I see any missed, diluted, or positive tests for alcohol, you understand we're going to have to up the ante on the bond. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing further, sir. I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good day, and be safe.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one, too.
Who's that? I'm looking Lunsford. Yes, Leon. Is there? Yes. Thank you. Royale Gamble.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I have a Keyshawn Gamble. I don't have a Royale Gamble.
Royale Gamble, Your Honor.
Yeah, Royale Travis Gamble. I do. I'm sorry. All right. Good morning to you. All right. Let's see.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Is this case for the 2 warrants or just one?
I'm gonna wrap them all up. I'm gonna wrap them all up and treat it as a one-stop shop. It's got one warrant.
Yeah, I was meaning to talk to you about one of them.
All right. All right. All I see is one warrant for misdemeanor and a civil infractions. This is the city of Detroit.
Your Honor.
Hold on a second now. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit. This is the Long Gamble. Royale. This is the city of Detroit versus Royale. Did I get that pronunciation correct?
No, Your Honor, it's Royale.
Royale, I'm sorry. Royale Gamble. Case numbers SP13. Looks like that SP1239882, counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. SP124042881, SP1240709. Mr. Baughman, appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, Mr. Gamble, state your name, please.
Royale Tyrese Gamble.
This is an arraignment on the bench warrant. The defendant waives any more formal reading of the information, complaint, or warrant, stands mute for the purpose of arraignment, Your Honor.
Let's also call SP1290546 into the record as well. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. What did you want to say, Mr. Gamble? You want to wait until you talk to Mr. Baughman about it?
Please wait.
No, Your Honor.
You don't want to wait until you talk to the lawyer first, sir?
You should.
No, Your Honor.
I didn't hear what he said.
I'll talk to my lawyer, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay. Lawyer, Mr. Barry, Mr.
Yes.
Baughman, get him an updated offer.
Okay.
Equipment, defective equipment. I'm going to read off the civil infractions. And it's one other misdemeanor. So defective equipment, drove in an unsafe manner, I don't have a clue what this one is.
There's one pedestrian interfering with traffic. That's, I'm looking at that right now, Your Honor.
This other one I'm looking at is failed to sit directly behind wheel. I've never seen that before. Failed to sit directly behind wheel. Then you have the no ops that's on the docket, the interfering with pedestrian traffic, like you said, and a no insurance misdemeanor. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases, 2 misdemeanors, no ops, and a insurance misdemeanor, and the other 4 civil infractions. I'm gonna, Mr. Gamble, you have an absolute right to a trial, sir. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, have a conversation with Mr. Boffman first, and see if he can help you. And if you still want to speak to the court after that, then I'll give you that opportunity. All right.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Join the breakout room, please. All right. Let's pass that matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lee. Ms. Lurst, are you here on behalf of the probation department for Mr. Lee?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Go ahead and state your name. Good morning to you, and let's know what's going on with Mr. Lee.
Okay. Dawn Lurst on behalf of probation, standing in for Officer McCall. Mr. Lee has been testing as ordered. The test results that I have go back to December 23rd. There were a couple of positives for alcohol in December, but since then, all of his test results have been negative.
All right, very well. Mr. Brown, what are we gonna do with these cases?
Yes, Your Honor. I did speak to a counsel. She indicated that she did reach out to, I guess, her investigator for the discovery. She said she's reaching out again. Your Honor, this is, inconvenience for myself to keep having to come back. Also with my client, she did tender a offer for my client. However, it's contingent on him pleading to a reduced charge of OWI, pleading down to operating while visually impaired. I'm not in a position to advise my client of that because I don't have the discovery on that particular matter, Your Honor. So I would ask for a dismissal, but Your Honor, we leave it up to the court's discretion how you would want to handle that. But she was going to dismiss all the other tickets. He would plead to failure to display a valid license because he does have a valid registration and proof of insurance, and the OWI case will be reduced down to operating while visually impaired.
Ms. Mason, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Judge, this is for the record. This is Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. I've just spoken with my investigator. He's in the process of trying to download that OWI footage as we speak.
I understand that he has a motion to dismiss.
I understand. Yes, Your Honor. I would just be asking Judge for a little bit more time. Like I said, my investigator, we have several cases. He was out for a few days, Your Honor. So we're trying to comply as much as we possibly can. Sorry for any delay that is caused. So we'd be asking the court to graciously grant us just a short adjournment so that we can get this over to Attorney Brown.
What is the short adjournment?
We'd say by, hold on, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, when?
Your Honor, he's saying an hour, 1 hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we, I'm gonna hold that I'm gonna hold that, that motion in abeyance. And, why don't we come back, next week? If there's no movement, because this is a case that was an allegation that was made, more than 3 years ago. And how many times have you requested discovery, that you know of, Mr. Brown?
I believe 2. I know for a fact I requested discovery at our last hearing, which was on February the 27th. And I did get a follow-up email, a CC'd email from Attorney Mason to, I believe, her investigator requesting discovery on that particular day. And then I followed up, I believe, a day ago, stating that I still have not received that discovery from them. So I know as early as February 27th on this particular matter. I'm not sure about the January 16th. We did have it. I don't see why I wouldn't have requested it, but I just don't have an email to substantiate that request for the January 16th pretrial date.
All right, so you indicated to the court, Ms. Mason, that you'll know something in about an hour. What I will
That's
do
correct,
is,
Your Honor.
I can either pass this matter, Mr. Brown, and I'll wait to see what type of response Ms. Mason receives, or I'll hold the motion in abeyance until next week, and you can follow up with the court on what, if you have the discovery, one, and and I'll decide then whether that's been timely, because like I say, this case goes back more than 3 years, and with that, with those requests, you know, I'm not going to accept that it's a lot of cases. That doesn't excuse the officers or the city from not getting discovery timely. So you can either wait, or you can wait and see next week. We'll hold the matter in abeyance.
Yeah, I can wait. I just have a couple of circuit court matters that I have to tend to, so I might have to juggle a couple of Zooms, but I'll wait.
Very well. We'll pass the matter. All right.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, do you need me any longer?
No, thank you, Ms. Lewis. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Well, okay. Attorney Taylor, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning to you and your client.
Good morning.
Maybe help me on the last name. Try it.
Piccolo.
Piccolo?
Piccolo. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Piccolo. Sorry.
Good morning, Mr. Piccolo. All right.
Let me get my name right.
This is the city of Detroit versus Anthony Frank LaPiccolo, case number 23754831, 23754831. Appearance for the record, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Genevieve Taylor, P72797, standing in for the Attorney of Record, Jeffrey Randa, with the consent of Mr. LaPiccolo, who is here via Zoom and consents to having this via Zoom.
All right, Mr. LaPiccolo, good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Anthony LaPiccolo.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a trial and formal hearing. I do have NPO Douglas Nichols here if Ms. Mason, he's out of the breakout room. MPO Nichols, Douglas Nichols, can you state your name for the record, please? NPO Douglas Nichols. Good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record, please? All right, what is going to be the resolution here, Attorney Taylor?
Your Honor, is my understanding that the officer was present, and the plea that is being offered is that they were dismissing the no operators on person. My client would be pleading to the allowing an unlicensed person to operate, non-abstractable offense. They would be dismissing the fail to stop at a stop sign, and my client would be pleading responsible to limited access speed. I believe it was 5 to 10 over.
Limited access 5 to 10.
It's 1 to 5, Your Honor. 1 to 5.
I'm
over.
sorry. I apologize. I thought you said it was a 2-point offense.
All right, allowing, did you go over the advice of rights with your client?
Not today, Your Honor, but I have in the past spoke with him with respect to what his trial rights are, and if he were entering into a plea, that he'd be giving up those trial rights.
Very well. You want to take the deal, Mr. LaPiccolo?
Regretfully, I think I have to. I think it's gonna.
No, you don't.
Sorry.
No, that's not.
Apologies. Yes.
No, you don't have to do that. Let's get the record straight. You may regret your actions, but you definitely don't have to take the deal. And if your actions do not consist of you operating a vehicle without a valid license or without showing to being able to display that license, and you failing to stop, then we're not going to take the deal.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I just think that my client is frustrated. He did hire our office to move forward to get his driver's license, and because of the limited access speed, that will abstract on his record, and now he will be again penalized a year and will not be able to move forward getting his driver's license. So he's very frustrated. Is that correct, Mr. LaPiccolo?
It is. I apologize for my frustrations.
No worries.
Good morning, Judge. Frustration. I can sympathize with that because I know you people need a license, but I don't make the offers. We've tried to do as best we can since the time I've been here to make sure that everybody comes through here as is able to get a valid license. We have a new city attorney, and that the offers that are given our city attorney's office, and it's nothing I can really do about that. It's different now.
If I may say, Your Honor, it has been a pleasure to watch you, and you're fair. I understand it, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Officer Nichols.
Can you state your name for the record and put your appearance on the record, please?
Douglas D. Nichols, Detroit Police, and badge 1784. I want to correct you all. The actual charge is fail to stop for a stop sign. I don't know where this impeding stuff came from. I think where this below 5. It's fail to stop for a stop sign. And
right, and the city has got the charges right. The city just offered the amended offer of allowing, which I will dismiss upon payment, which won't abstract. It doesn't carry any points. But the city offered a limited access for that failure to stop at a stop sign as an amendment, and that's a limited access 1 to 5, which doesn't carry any points, but it does abstract. And I think that Mr. Piccolo's frustration is that probably in another jurisdiction or at another time, he had another abstractable offense on his license. And if that is the case, if you don't have a valid driver's license and you have 2 abstractable offenses, then you're potentially setting yourself up not for 1 year, but for 2 years, as I understand it. But maybe his situation is possibly different. So that's where the limited access 1 to 5 came from. So can you raise your right hand, Mr. LaPiccolo? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
And at some point during the pendency of this case, did Attorney Taylor or someone from her office go over your other advice or rights?
Yes, they did, Your Honor.
All right, let me go off the record. And Mr. Lyons, you're on Zoom.
Yes.
Are you driving a car now?
I'm sitting in the car.
You're not driving the car?
No.
Okay, very well. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Piccolo. And at some point during the pendency of this case, Ms. Taylor or somebody from her office went over your other advice or rights. Is that correct?
Yes,
And you understood those rights?
I did, Your Honor.
And you have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Now, let me draw your attention back to July the 12th, 2023 at around 11:08 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Hilldale and Ryan Road. Did you have an occasion that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Could not do so, could you, sir?
No, sir.
Why is that?
I was suspended and revoked.
Very well. I'm gonna find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing, fine him $240 for that, dismiss upon payment. And as for the limited access, did you run a stop sign on that day, sir?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna find him responsible for the amended count of limited access, 125. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? You got one. I'm gonna find you responsible. And I am going to not fine you anything for that, because generally it's a 1-for-1, but it's not the case anymore. So that'll be just the 240 will satisfy both. We'll close it out. And when can you pay the 240?
Today, or when the court is ready, sir.
The court will be ready today. If you pay it today, then we'll dismiss the case. I'll give it until Friday to make sure you get that payment here. If you pay it, we'll dismiss the case. You can come back Friday to see it out at 8:25. But if, as long as it's paid, you can confirm that. If you pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit, I'm told you can upload the DivDat app, to your phone, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it. That payment will register immediately. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. 4/19/2024 is the next court date. If you don't have anything further at 8:25, if you don't have anything further, Mr. Piccolo, have a very good day. And Ms. Taylor, have a very good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, MPO, Nichols, have a very good day. Be safe out there.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
Okay.
Thank you, officer.
All right, Mr. Bothman, are we ready on Gamble?
Ready.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gamble. Mr. Gamble, did Mr. Bothman answer your questions, and are you satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you, what is that? What is that TW trial thing?
Trial, waiver trial, please.
All right, waiver trial. That's what you want to do, Mr. Gamble?
Yes, Your Honor.
We have a lot of trial. I gave out a lot of trial dates on 7/22 yesterday. You gave me the same day. I'm gonna just give out the 7/22 date again, and then we'll deal, that's all. All right. July 25th, at 9 a.m., Mr. Gamble. Have a very good day and best of luck to you, okay?
Use the same Zoom number, Your Honor?
Same Zoom. Next time, remove the ad, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, best of luck to you. And we'll see.
You said July 25th at 9 a.m.?
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, let's get Daryl Gamble. Let's get his Daryl Garrett. Mr. Boffman, go to the breakout room with Mr. Garrett. The offer is in the file. It should be. Let me see. Did I have Daryl Garrett's file? It's the city of Detroit versus Daryl Garrett. Case number SP 1282217, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 132144111, SP 1556398, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1358421.
Mr. Stocks.
12 4 17 8211 13 4 033 251 13 4 045 051. State of Michigan versus Daryl Garrett, case number SX 246865, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Sir, Mr. Garrett, state your name, please. You're on mute. Please unmute your device.
Hello, my name's Daryl Garrett.
So a number of these matters are set for trial. Would the court be able to inform me which officers have appeared? Some of these are some older cases.
All right, so the Officer Hill is here. Officer Hill, good morning to you. Corporal Hill, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Hill, badge 4598, City of Detroit.
Corporal Hill, hey, it's bothering me now. I'm gonna have to make you change that one day. All right, and let's see. It appears that that is the only officer.
I think there's a couple of more in the waiting room, Your Honor.
Not for Garrett.
Oh, okay.
Only officer showed for Garrett is.
There's a Corporal Jones, Your Honor. I'm not sure if he's here for the same.
Yeah, Judge, we do have some officers here for Garrett, I believe.
Yes. Corporal Jones. All right. So it is.
We have
Officer.
Corporal Jones. We have Corporal Melanie Berry as well.
All right. Can you go get your officers? I don't see Berry. I guess that's on one of the tickets that doesn't have a name on it.
That is.
Is one I see on here. Can you go get your officers out and let them put their appearance on the record? In the meantime, there's you need to get an updated offer. There's 2 civil infractions that aren't on the docket, 11 to 15 over for both of them. SP 132144111 and SP 155. 398, count 1. I don't think those are new tickets, so I don't think SP counts 2 or 3 are on the docket. So get an updated offer for Mr. Garrett. So he
What are
can
those
have it.
charges, Judge, if you could?
So I have SP 1556398 counts 1, 2, and 3 is 11 to 15 over. The driver while license suspended and a no insurance misdemeanor.
Okay.
And then he has 11 to 15 over on SP 132-14411. Updated offer of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 things on the file and on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the 13 that I called into the record. All right. Get an updated offer. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Garrett. Wait on Mr. Boffman to come in there and have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Mason, can I see you in the breakout room? I got you.
Do I push join?
Yes. All right. Barry, are we ready on Linda Long?
Ready, Your Honor. Your Honor, we'd ask that her license be checked, please.
All right. Can we check Miss Long's license, please?
I'm just gonna try and spell it.
What is that? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's let these people in and see who these individuals are while we're waiting.
Mr. Lunsford.
Mr. Lunsford, all right, let's see Mr. Lunsford. Where is that file? That's Lunsford's file. All right. All right. Yes. Now I see what's going on. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lunsford. I see what happened here.
Okay.
It's my fault.
Your Honor, we originally called Mr. Lunsford case into the record.
I thought we did.
We may have it. Okay, thank you.
City of Detroit versus, I'll recall it. City of Detroit versus Patrick Leon Lunsford. We're gonna call all these. SP 108-0514 counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1277020 counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1291231 counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1541892 counts 1 and 2. SP 108, SP strike that. SP 8012521 173535191. I'll state your name for the record, Mr. Lunsford.
Patrick Leon Lunsford.
All right. Today is the date and time set for review. I have here on SP 108-05141, a 1 to 5, $125. I'm dismissing the other two matters that went along with that ticket. I have here SP 1277020, counts 2 and counts 3 and count 1, dismissing those matters. I have here SP 1291231, counts 1, dismiss, counts 2, a 1 to 5, $125. It counts 3, failure to display, $240. SP 1541892, counts 1 and counts 2, improper plate, $240, and allowing $240. SP 8012521, dismiss. 17 3535191, dismiss. Waive warrant fees, pay reinstatement fees. So you asked Mr. Lunsford, I have 240, 240, 240, and 2 125s.
125. He said count to 955.
It should be 9
950
something like that. And then waiving the warrant fees and then paying the reinstatement fees, of which I see 2 reinstatement fees of $45 a piece. And then you had some old civil infractions that we didn't address because they were too old. One of which is a 288, no proof of insurance. You pay that, and you should have clearances down here to get a valid license. Okay.
Okay. I got like 500 today, Judge. Can I come down there and pay it?
Absolutely. Let's. Are you coming down before 11 o'clock or within the next hour and a half?
Yes, I can.
All right, come on up to the courtroom first. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, that'll complete the record.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Are we? Did you run Long's license?
Yeah.
Very well. Mr. Berry, Miss Long has a unblemished license.
And so, Your Honor, we're
let's
prepared
go back
to.
on the record with Linda Sue Long. All right, what is going to be the resolution?
Ms. Long stands ready to enter a plea to the 1 to 5 limited access. And of course, that's all that remains.
Stipulate to, is that what you want to do, Ms. Long? That's going to be $125. It's going to be abstract to the Secretary of State, but it won't carry any points. Is that what you want to do? Ms. Long?
What do you mean? Yes. What do you mean by abstract to the Secretary of State?
So the Secretary of State is going to know that you had a moving violation, but it won't carry any points.
Okay.
That's the same. This should be all in the front too. On the other page of it. Look on the first. So you want to take the deal now?
Yes.
All right, stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea counselor.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
All right, find your client responsible for the amended count of limited access. 1 to 5, $125. When can you pay it? Ms. Long?
Could you give me a couple, please?
I'll give you till April 30th, 2024. Pay it by then. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. If you don't have anything further, ma'am, best of luck to you. Have a very good day.
Thank you. Same to you as well.
Okay.
You hot? You hot? Okay.
I'm not worried about it. Brianna LaForest.
This morning because it was, chilly.
Brianna LaForest. Is she here? Mr. Officer Hill, if you don't, Corporal Hill, if you don't have anything further, well, we're not done with, here yet.
We're still on Garrett, Your Honor.
Still on here, okay. Brianna LaForest, did she leave? Okay, let's move on to Lindsay, Marshall Lindsay.
How you doing, sir?
Morning to you. I'm well, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm all right. Thank you very much.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Marshall Jesse Lindsay. Case number SP1553691, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lindsay.
Marshall Jesse Lindsay.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Mr. Lindsay, do you have a valid license? Well, let me ask you this. Are you a good cook, sir?
Yeah, I am a pretty good cook. I cook at Brady's Tavern.
Brady's Tavern?
Yep, on 13 miles of Southfield.
That's a little bit. I try to stay in the city of Detroit, but I might be able to come out there one day and see. We'll see if he's a good cook. All right.
I hear that. I got you.
All right. Do you have a valid license?
Yes, I purchased my license and I purchased my I registered my vehicle. This is my license.
See the registration. I always say that license might not go to plastic it's printed on. We're gonna find that out from the source. Let's see the registration.
All right. My registration is in my car, but I have the receipt and the time and date that I purchased it.
Let's hold it up. Let's see if we can make heads and tails of it. Push it a little closer, please. Hold it up more. Go up. Up. I can't really read it.
Hold on one second. Let me see if we can see it.
I'm gonna accept it as valid. I don't think he's out here trying to perpetrate a fraud on an insurance, on a registration ticket.
I appreciate you.
License is valid. I'm going to dismiss the case for providing valid documentation. Have a very good day, Mr. Lindsay, and I'm gonna come check you out. 13 miles. What's the name of the place again?
Hey, Brady's Tavern.
Brady's Tavern. All right.
And as for me, I'll make sure I got you.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Let's go to Lindsay Sparks, Stephen Lindsay Sparks. You let me know when you're ready, Mr. Bachman, on, and then we got to get, let's get Liddell going as well. Get Liddell going as O'Brien Liddell.
I'm here, y'all.
He's a working man as well. Let's get it going. City of Detroit versus Brian Liddell O'Brien. Case numbers SP 118092, counts 1 and counts 2. And count 3, SP 1311092, SP 1338459, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1339101, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1339741. Mr. Berry, appearing for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. O'Brien.
Liddell O'Brien.
Date and time set for trial, Your Honor.
It is set for trial. I have Officer Hope here. Officer Hope, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, good morning. Detroit Police Officer Nicholas Haupt, badge 1789.
All right, good morning to you. I have Officer Alasa Craig here. Good morning to you. Can you put your, is he here? No.
Officer Alisai Craig was here, Your Honor. She was here.
Okay, what is? Where is she now? Ms. Mason,
I didn't hear you, Your Honor.
where is she now?
I don't know where she is now, Your Honor.
All right, what about Michael Ayala?
Michael Ayala did not check in, Your Honor. I have no recollection of him checking in.
What about Arnold Denson?
No recollection, Your Honor, of Arnold Denson checking in as well.
All right, what's the offer for Mr. O'Brien?
The offer for Mr. O'Brien would be, Your Honor, at this time, the offer would just be 6 to 10 over, Your Honor. The remaining counts would be dismissed.
6 to 10. That's going to be a 3-point offense. You have, it's going to be a, no strike that it's going to be a 2-point offense, $135. And you obviously have an absolute right for a trial. You know that because you're here now. And the remaining counts dismissed. What would you like to do, Mr. O'Brien?
You said 2 points, $130?
135.
135. I'll accept that offer.
All right. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea, counsel, on behalf of your client.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. And for the reasons on the record, stipulate for the dismissals, for the no officers and the resolving the cases per the plea.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, find you responsible for the amended count of 6 to 10 over. When can you pay $125?
I can pay it. I can pay it this Friday.
All right, pay by 4/19/2024. If you don't have anything further, sir, best of luck to you. Have a very good day, and Officer Hoyt, you have a very good day, and you be safe out there.
Thank you, Your Honor. You and your staff have a good day.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day as well.
All right. All right. So is that Stephen Lindsay Sparks there?
Yes, this is Stephen Lindsay Sparks, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
I overlooking it. I don't see Lindsay Sparks on the document. You have a case number?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Case number SP153-90822.
All right, he's a day late and a dollar short.
So I actually had my mother is my advocate, and she spoke up to the courtroom yesterday. I had dialysis around the time that I was supposed to show, and I was excused to come.
We're going to hear this City of Detroit versus Stephen Orlando Lindsay Sparks, case number SP109-01441, SP15, strike that, SP115-61121, SP1539082, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name for the record, Mr. Lindsay Sparks.
Stephen Orlando Lindsay Sparks.
All right. Good morning to you, sir. Let's call the date and date time set for arraignment on the warrant. Go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. We'll give him a $0 bond. Mr. Lindsay Sparks, do you have valid registration and insurance?
Yes, sir. I do have valid registration and insurance, but I do have to say that the registration and insurance is not in my name, for the car is not mine. It belongs to my mother. But I do have the proof that it's been paid for and registered.
Well, this is in both cases. The car was not your, that you in both cases the same car you were driving.
Yes, sir.
All right, join the breakout room. Speak to Mr. Berry, and Mr. Berry, talk to Mr. Lindsay Sparks, and we will let us know how he wants to proceed. You have an absolute right to a trial. We haven't gotten an offer yet, but he indicates that he has valid registration and insurance. All right, join the room, please.
Are these the only charges, Your Honor?
These are only charges: unregistered, untitled, no insurance misdemeanors, 2, and an expired plate. So all document tickets. All right.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go off the record. On the iPhone, I'm asking you to unmute yourself. What's your name, please?
Martinez, Gordon.
All right, Mr. Gordon, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I don't see him on the docket either. Marnez Gordon. Is that a O or an E? Gordon.
It's Gorton, Gortman.
Okay, Gortman. I still don't see him. 5/16, he's supposed to be here a month early.
Oh, 5/16?
Yep, 5/16. Hold on a second. All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Tyrone Lee. Mr. Brown, did you get the discovery?
Your Honor, I got the paper discovery. However, there is an issue, I believe, in this case. I was notified that there is no video discovery available, and it might be due to the time of the case. This case originated from 2020. However, the warrant was requested on June 20th of 2023, Your Honor, which at that particular time, I don't believe that the body cam would have been requested to be put on hold or preserved for further proceedings. I believe that the body worn camera could have exculpatory evidence because my client is, without getting to, the weeds of the case, my client is, denying the fact that he was driving his vehicle that night. And some of the officers, some of their accounts, it sounds kind of, questionable at the very least, Your Honor. So the fact that we don't have any body cam, Your Honor, I believe that could possibly be a Brady violation. I could put forth a motion to substantiate our points. I just don't know why it took so long, 3 years, in order for them to request a warrant when they had the lab results. They had everything they needed back in 2020, but they waited to 2023 to actually have the warrant authorized.
Okay. Why don't you put together that motion?
Yeah.
And outline your client's position in that motion. I'll give the city attorney an opportunity to respond, and then we'll proceed from there. All right.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right. When can you have that motion filed?
I can have the motion filed. Have trial.
Why don't we do this?
Okay.
Pre-trial. Let's come back on June the 3rd, 2024, on a pre-trial, and get that motion to the court and the city by, let's say, motion due by May 17th, and response due 7 days later by May 24th. And I'll rule that on June 3rd, 2024, all right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor. I will do.
All right,
If I may, I already have a motion due up in 2 other courtrooms for responses on May 24th. We would be asking for a little bit more time. Including one in this courtroom.
What about, how much more time would you need, Ms. Mason?
Give me 2 more weeks after that, Your Honor.
Any objections to extending that time for the response, councils?
No objection, Your Honor. No objection.
All right, let's have the response due by May the 31st. Oh, 2 more weeks, you said. So let's have the response due by June the 7th. That's going to change our pretrial date to let's change the pretrial date to June the 14th, 2024. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, brother counsel. Appreciate the extension.
Not a problem. And Your Honor, I will be in a murder trial that starts the 10th that the prosecutor indicating will go maybe 3 to 4 weeks, and it starts on June the 10th. So I would be in trial there. I mean, I can maybe come during a break, but realistically.
Let's, you're saying it's going to last 3 to 4 weeks?
Yes, that's what the prosecutor indicates. Yes. It's a very lengthy trial and a lot of evidence.
All right. Then let's push it back to let's put the pretrial date back to July the 1st.
All right, very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
7/1/2024. If it's nothing further, both you and your client have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Keyshawn Gamble. Oh, Mr. Whitey, are you there? Attorney Whitey is not there anymore. All right, Keyshawn Gamble.
How you doing, Honor?
Good morning to you. Did I get Keyshawn Gamble? Here. Yes, I did. All right. City of Detroit versus Keyshawn Latrell Gamble, case number SP 1500317, counts 1 and counts 2, and U674532223. Appearance for the record, Mr. Berry, please. Mr. Berry, appearance for the record, please. Keyshawn Gamble.
Elvis Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Gamble. State your full name, Mr. Gamble.
Keyshawn Latrell Gamble.
Today is the time set trial. We have both officers here. Good morning, officers. Can you put your appearance on the record for Mr. Gamble, please?
Officer Corey Davis, badge number 474.
All right, good morning, Officer Davis. Detroit Police, correct?
And it's Officer Boshar, badge 1356.
All right, good morning, Officer Boshar.
Good morning.
Today is the date and time set for the trial. The offer is in the file. Mr. Berry, speak to Mr. Gamble.
Yes, Your Honor.
And let's say the offer, let's put the offer on the record, which is failure to display as charged to the narcotics violation and a 1 to 5. So 3 cases, three pleas, 240, 125, that's the amended count, 1 to 5 is 1 point. I'll dismiss the no, I'm not going to dismiss that. It's going to be a delayed sentence on the drug violation, and then the failure to display is going to not abstract. It's going to abstract the Secretary of State. It won't carry any points, but it will. It doesn't. It will be 240 fine. So join the breakout room, Mr. Gamble, and speak with Mr. Berry. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. All right, Mr. Berry, before you leave, what about Lindsay Sparks? What about Lindsay Sparks? Let's go back on the record with Stephen Orlando Lindsay Sparks.
Ready.
Did you speak to him?
Did
you speak to him? All right. Did you see valid documentation?
Yes, Your Honor. I saw valid documentation, registration, and insurance.
I'm gonna dismiss the case, Mr. Lindsay Sparks. Good luck on your health, sir. We'll be praying for you. And I'll dismiss the case. Have a very good day. I'll waive the warrant fee. You'll have to pay a $45 reinstatement fee, all right?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing further. Have a very good day.
Thank you. You too, sir.
Thank you. Are we ready on Garrett?
Ready.
Let's go back on the record for Mr. Daryl Garrett. Corporal Jones, you want to put your appearance on the record, please?
As for
One more time, Corporal.
Corporal Lorenzo Jones. My badge is 4232 Detroit Police Department.
Good morning to you and
Corporal Hill as well.
Corporal Hill already put his appearance on the record.
Okay.
Is there any other officers here for Officer Berry? Are you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Put your appearance on the record for Garrett, please. Officer Berry, can you put your appearance on the record for Garrett?
Yes, Your Honor. I have my video on if that's what that.
No, state your name,
I'm sorry.
Badge number and department, please.
Okay, Officer Berry, 8th Precinct, badge number 80.
Very well. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
All right. Did you go over the offer with Mr. Garrett, Mr.
I did, Your Honor. We're here for the purpose of trial and or formal hearing on a number of matters. The defendant is continuing not guilty plea, Your Honor. My understanding is that each of the instant cases will be dismissed, and I'm stipulating to the recommendation that the matters for which these officers appear will be dismissed. Also, to probable cause for the dismissal on the cases for which no officer has appeared. In addition, Your Honor, you did read onto the record some default judgments. I had a chance to review the information, and it appears that those are not the defendants. They belong to his son of the same name, but who has a birth date in 1984. Therefore, we're going to ask that the court leave those matters in default, as this defendant is not responsible for those behaviors.
What is so what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with
the matters on the docket.
So it's just 2 and then 1 civil infraction?
Well, no, there are like 1, 2, there's like 12 in the docket, Your Honor.
No, what I'm understanding is that we have the wrong Garrett. I pulled up a driver's license for Daryl Garrett with 11/30/61. Now, and that changes the matters. I see SP 1505724 counts 1 and counts 2 set for trial.
Those matters are to be dismissed here on stipulation by counsel.
And that would be Officer Rubin. I'll dismiss those matters. And then I see SP 143-18412. The other matters were confused with potentially his son or somebody with the same name. And these officers are probably here for those matters. And that individual did not show as it stands right now.
Okay.
Is that understanding?
That enlightens my understanding, yes.
And Your Honor, for the record, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit 43471. I don't know the Officer Hill is here on matter 4231, which is no operator's permit, but I don't know who the officer is on 7242. If you could enlighten me, Your Honor.
That's Rubin, Grube.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So those,
what?
I was just saying, so Grubin has not appeared. So the only issue I have at this point is the one with Anthony Hill. I don't know if there's an ID issue on that NOP case.
I'm dismissing SP 1505724, counts 1 and counts 2, no officer. You owe a $30 fee on the SP 143-18412. So you have to pay that. That will clear up Mr. Daryl Garrett with the date of birth. What is your date of birth, Mr. Garrett? Unmute yourself, please.
Oh, I have him on mute. I'm sorry.
What's your date of birth, sir?
November 30th, 1961.
That will clear up Mr. Garrett. If you pay that $30, you won't owe the court any more money. Now, what we're looking for is Daryl Garrett with the birthday of 12/15/84. And as of yet, that individual hasn't appeared. All right. So with that, Mr. Garrett, you're free to leave.
Okay.
And
so
you go ahead.
As far as the $30, you say that's for what and how do I pay that?
You pay that any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. You can pay that online, or you can pay that coming down to the courthouse. That was for an old no insurance proof ticket that it appears that you went and got the case dismissed, but they sometimes, I don't know, they down there, they add a $30 fee for that. So it's dismissed on 4/21/2023 last year on my mom's birthday. And they had a $30 fee. So you pay that at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you come on down to the court. It was $25, but it went up $5 for a late fee. Pay that at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit, come on down to the courthouse and pay it, or you can pay it online. All right?
Yes, sir. Can I have 5 seconds to say something if it's okay with the court?
Well, first of all, that gentleman I let in with the iPhone, you got to put some clothes on, sir.
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
what your name is, but you don't have a top on.
No, I just put my shirt on. Sorry about that.
What's your name?
My name is Montez Gant.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Garrett.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the person who cleared this up for me, this happened to me about 20 years ago as well. And I want to say I just appreciate your time for clearing this up. The only incident that I might have is the one for the $30, and I thank you. You have a blessed day and have a happy birthday on the 21st, sir.
Now, it's my mom's birthday. She can't
Your
have
mom.
a happy birthday anymore because she just passed away this year. So
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's life goes that way. But I appreciate that. I'm gonna put a failure to appear bench warrant out for Daryl, born 12/15, 1984. You're free to leave, Mr. Garrett. Best of luck to you, and have a very good day.
Thank you. Thank you all.
And officers, Corporal Hill, Corporal Jones, and Officer Berry, you all are free to leave as well. Then be safe out there. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, sir.
On the phone with this case, he was present, but he was back. Officer alive.
You never said anything.
He did call, and then I told him to reach out to Via Mason, and Via Mason told to contact us when he finished the other court. So he's just so he took a plea to this case where it's a lot of small.
All right, I'll take it off no officer, but the defendant's gone.
Okay, so I told him that, and I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, take it off. No, don't put no officer on. Sean Lyons.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning.
Okay, City of Detroit versus Sean Lyons, case number SP 124-74931. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
Sean Lyons.
For the record, Your Honor, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit 43471. We'll be moving the court for dismissal in this matter.
No objection. Thank you. I'll stipulate the probable cause for the recommendation.
Case dismissed, Mr. Lyons. Have a very good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll waive the warrant, please. All right. Mr. Brown, you're back.
Yes, Your Honor, and I apologize. I forgot to address one issue earlier while we were on the record. If we could recall Mr. Tyrone Lee's case, greatly appreciate it.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lee's case. What's your issue?
Your Honor, we would ask for a modification of bond. We know one of the conditions of Mr. Lee's bond is to do random alcohol screening. We would respectfully request that provision to be lifted. It's my understanding that Mr. Lee has had consecutive negative alcohol tests as of recently for the last couple months, to my understanding. It's also been a financial burden on Mr. Lee. He is of limited means as of right now, and it's taking a toll on him financially. He does understand that if the court were to lift that provision, that he is still under the condition to not consume alcohol until this case is resolved.
How often do I have to test?
Your Honor, I believe it's once a week.
So I would be inclined to do something like that, but he messed that up because he got caught drinking on three different occasions. Two occasions he was positive, and one occasion he missed the test.
Your Honor, we do understand that, and he definitely understands that, Your Honor. And if the court would be gracious to grant him that, he understands that even without the provision there or the testing there, he cannot drink at all. And I believe he wants to do it for his own benefit, seeing that a potential alcohol consumption has got him this particular case. So Your Honor, I think he definitely wants to turn over, you know, a new leaf as far as his life in general, Your Honor. So I have confidence in him as far as him not disobeying any conditions and bond restrictions, Your Honor. But we'll leave it up to the court's discretion, of course.
Any further, you know, because he's already disobeyed once he showed that.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
We're gonna leave it in place right now. It's once a week. What is it? $10 a week?
No, 15.
$15 a week. I mean, I understand it's money you want to be able to go some other place, but it's $15 a week.
We understand, Your Honor, and
I'm sure you at least saved that on the spirits that when you were drinking, you used to partake in.
Yes, sir. It's just the financial burden is from. I just had to do a lot, Your Honor. I had to get my license, my insurance, my registration, all of that's just a lot. That's all.
I understand that, and that's behind you, but there's always things that we leave in our wake, you know. I routinely, if somebody's showing me good tests, you know, I routinely grant that motion because I understand the financial burden. But these are individuals that never had any issue, that came through clean the whole time, and that respected the court's order. You have already showed that you need to be monitored because you knew you weren't supposed to drink when the conditions were put in place, but you decided to disregard that.
Absolutely, Your Honor, and we appreciate the consideration.
What I'll do is I'll cut him a little bit of slack, and I do see that he has multiple. Mr. Lee, stop, please. I'll cut him a little bit of slack, and I'll make it bi-weekly.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
All right. I hope you are true to that. I guess the proof will be in the pudding. You showed the display on multiple tests that you were able to come into compliance. So we will we'll amend the bond.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody have someone waiting?
We have Mr.
Yeah,
we have Mr. Gamble.
Hoffman. What about the Moto 5G? I mean,
Mr. Gordy, can we go back in the breakout room?
Yes.
He wants to go back in the breakout room with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go back in the breakout room. Solero Moto 5G. I recognize that gentleman there. Give me your name again, please.
My name is Rodney Green.
Rodney Green.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
It's trial date. We're going to be on a first name basis soon, Mr. Green. I think this is the last step right here, right? The other stuff was cleared up.
Yes, sir.
You just owe money, it seems like. What is your date of birth, Mr. Green?
3/23/69.
City of Detroit versus Rodney Green, case number SP 1490124, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Mr. Green, state your name, please.
Rodney Green.
Thank you. So these matters are set for trial, Your Honor. I do not believe there's a complaining witness, and if that is true, I'm asking the court to dismiss without prejudice. The defendant has been advised.
All right, is there Officer Bell here? Officer Bell, do you call for Officer Bell? Hearing no response, and I haven't seen that officer join the room, I'm going to dismiss the cases. No officer. All right. Have a very good day, Mr. Green, and best of luck to you. You still owe the court a lot of money, though.
I'll be paying on some of that the 18th.
You might want to pay first that no proof of insurance first, $288, so you can potentially get a license. All right.
So when I come down to pay that, I just tell them that I want to pay that.
Yeah, I would pay that. I would pay that first.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Mr. Perkins. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hate us under these circumstances, but I do appreciate your time in the courts. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is what I do, y'all. This is what you all elected me to do, so I'm gonna definitely do that. I appreciate you seeing you, and I know that it's been a long road, but it's come to an end. Hopefully now, I mean, I can't. You know, you might see me in this capacity again. It's not the worst thing in the world getting a traffic ticket, but hopefully you can stay clear of that and we can see each other at the Myers or something like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All
right, man. You have a great day.
You as well. Have a better one. Latham?
Yes.
Latham? Is that Mr. Latham? Latham?
How you doing, Judge Perkins?
Good morning to you.
I'm doing all right.
Where are you on the docket? What's your first name?
I'm Carlos.
Latham, Carlos Latham?
Yes, the Carlos Latham.
Hey, Carlos?
Yes.
Were you here the other day or supposed to be here the other day?
Okay, see, Judge, that's what I'm calling and tuning in about, actually, to be honest with you. Because I have a current case and my lawyer didn't tell me that I had a case, and I just got pulled over this morning, like maybe an hour ago. And I took the car off because here's the ticket that they gave like previous to that. And it's something that I had. He said that no warrant, but just a ticket in Detroit. And I was calling and he gave me the case number, and I'm trying to see how could I resolve the issue.
The city of Detroit versus the Carlos Marquise Latham, case numbers SP 1502002, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Sir, state your name, please. Mr. Latham?
Yes.
State your name, please.
The Carlos Latham.
All right, and then let's call it SP 1286247. The SP 1502002, counts 1, 2, and 3 are in warrant status for the purposes of that. Mr. Boffman?
Waive any more formal reading of the information, complaint, or warrant and stand mute, Your Honor.
Enter not guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. And then for the purposes of SP 128, 62471, we'll give him a review date. You owe $288 on that no ops ticket that you had a while ago. And now these 3 new tickets, what we'll do is we'll set a pretrial date. Couple with valid license, registration, and insurance, we'll consider dismissing them. Other than that, we'll get you an offer on the pretrial date of June the 3rd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. All right, Mr. Lake?
Can I have a couple of seconds to say something, Judge?
You may.
No, okay. Me and you went forth upon this problem before. And, you know, when I had my license suspended and when my time was to come to take my test to get my license, I actually took the test and I passed it. And the lady in the Secretary of State told me that it stays in the record to show that I passed the test. But then when you know how you go to the clerk's desk to try to pay to get the permit or whatever, she told me that they put another hold on me. And I didn't understand why would she allow me to take the test, knowing that I was coming, you know, putting forth because I had to go forth in front of you to actually have my license, and I've been trying. So it's like every time I get a ticket or whatever, because I don't get tickets, but I pay them and I try to resolve the issues. And a big issue that I'm going through right now is getting my license. And I just got pulled over today and tried to explain it to the officer, but he still gave me a ticket. And I just don't know what to do, Judge, and I'm trying to figure this out.
Let me say this, Mr. Lake. I appreciate the fact that you're trying to get a valid license. I appreciate that. But one, what you can do is you can start by catching the bus to get where you're going. I see you're in the driver's seat of a car right now. You indicated to the court that you got pulled over today, so you were driving. Two, you can go back to the Secretary of State and ask the Secretary of State for a printout. And the Secretary of State should be able to tell you everything that's affecting your license. I don't see anything here that should that is affecting your license. You can pay that $288. I'm giving you till to June the 3rd to do that. We're going to set a pretrial date on the other cases. So after tomorrow, there will be no warrants. Maybe Ms. Mathis can recall those warrants now. She will do that, recall the warrants today on those other cases that you had. And that's about the best advice I can give you without giving you any legal advice. You just have to find another way to get around until you get the matter settled. But going to the Secretary of State and ask them, they should be able to give you a printout. Ask them for a printout as well. That way, when you come back, or you can discuss it with the lawyer, or when you come back in here, you'll have the documentation, and there you can. And they may give you a license now. They may give you a license, but they should be able to tell you any jurisdiction that is holding your license up.
And they say that it's here, Judge. Like honestly, and I'm like 3 minutes away.
Case number? Did they give you a case number? It's probably these warrants that you had.
I don't know, but I'm 5 minutes away. Like I can tune right back in and go get the paper from the Secretary of State. And the lady told me it saves that I actually did pass my test to have my driver's license.
Well, I wouldn't advise you to drive there. I don't know if you're 5 minutes away walking or walking, but I wouldn't advise you to drive there.
That's fuck though, right?
But at the end of the day, I don't know how much longer we'll be here. I can have you back next week sometime if you want to do that.
If I could come back before that. Like I'm trying to figure it out.
Come back Friday.
That's what's really fucking me up.
Come back Friday. You'll be on the docket then. We'll have the other cases here to file for the other cases, all right?
All right, thank you.
Have a good day. Good luck to you. All right. Mr. Gance.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Montez Gance.
Yeah. This is the City of Detroit versus Montez Gance. I'll print the thing out. Case numbers SP14032-851, SP1518487, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Bachman, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your name.
Montez Gance.
Because I believe Ms. Miller is in trial at this time.
You said what?
I believe, it says, I believe this may be a.
No, pre-trial, Montez Tyrone Gance.
Okay.
I don't know why it's another pre-trial. He was here before. But I'll read the offer into the record, give you an opportunity to speak to Mr. Gance. He has an absolute right to a trial. The offer was drag racing 4 points, failure to display, and expired.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I believe the defendant is represented by MIDC appointed counsel. I'm showing that Alexandra Miller represents the defendant.
Have you spoken to Ms. Miller, Mr. Gance?
Nobody has contacted me.
All right, let's get Ms. Miller in here, please.
Your Honor, I spoke to Ms. Miller yesterday about a different matter. She, at that time, was in trial. I can try to contact her.
Please do, yeah. Mr. Hoffman. Let's get Mr. Gance. I guess that's why we're here. So
Your Honor, if I may, I'm sorry. This is the city prosecutor, Diachiku Mason, 43471. I have Ms. Miller has not asked for discovery in this matter. I believe, based upon the seriousness of the reckless case, we can adjourn it so I can get her discovery. Your Honor.
Let's get her in here now so we can get acquainted to Mr. Gance. I think that's why we had him back for a pre-trial and we'll just deal with the discovery matter.
Yeah, I talked to her last time after my last court day, but I haven't heard from her since.
All right, let's get her in here. Let's pass the matter momentarily. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gamble. Mr. Gamble, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do? Mr. Barrett.
Apologies, Jared. The situation here is one where Mr. Gamble says he has a valid license, and in addition, with regard to the narcotics charge, respectfully, we seek an adjournment. Mr. Gamble has a severe injury for which he says at the time he had a prescription to have the narcotics, and he needs an opportunity to retrieve it. So we're seeking an adjournment. That's all.
They give prescriptions to mushrooms?
It's my understanding it's Percocet, yes.
I have a small knotted bag of suspected hydrocodone, oxycodone, and mushrooms. He has a valid driver's license.
Yes, yes, sir.
He probably needs an appointed attorney for this. Let me see. Ms. Mason, what's your position?
Your Honor, I have no objection because we would be seeking any kind of discovery, reciprocal discovery in this matter as well. Since Mr. Berry has opened the door to that issue, we would like some reciprocal discovery. So I would not object to there being an appointed counsel in this matter.
What's the, are we gonna take them all up at once? The valid driver's license, he's got a no-ops ticket here.
Correct, we would dismiss that, Your Honor, the no-ops for valid license.
We'll wait and get the offer. One, I do have a lab report here. So we need to get this to Mr. Let's get Mr. G. Are you going to hire your own lawyer, Mr. Gamble, or you want the court to appoint?
I hire my own lawyer. I see if it makes it better.
It doesn't, if you hire your own lawyer, that's up to you, or we can see if we can appoint one for you.
I got to hire my own lawyer, sir.
All right, let's reset this. Let's set this for a trial.
Your Honor, did he say he had his own attorney?
He's gonna hire one.
Okay.
I have a tomorrow on the line. Is it okay for her to zoom in?
If she's on the dock?
Yes. Say yes, Judge?
Yes.
Yes, he said yes. It's okay. Correct.
Let's set a pretrial date for this, so he makes sure he gets the lawyer, and the lawyer gets the discovery. At least have a lab report in the file and things like that. So I don't know what else the city may or may not have. Set the pretrial date for June the 3rd, 2024. Officers Davidson, Char, you are free to leave. Be safe out there, and we'll send you another summons if there needs to be one. I'm going to give you until June the 3rd, 2024 to set that matter up for to get that lawyer and to get that, find that prescription and the necessary things that you help to defend you on these allegations. All right, Mr. Gamble?
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, if nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You said June 20th, right?
No, June 3rd. June 3rd.
June 3rd.
At 8:30.
At 8:30, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Have a great one, Judge.
You have a better one. This is the City of Detroit versus Christopher Joseph O'Connor, case number SP 1554546, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please. Mr. White.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dennis Whitey, P79560 on behalf of Christopher O'Connor. Judge, these are 2 civil infractions. I did have authority to settle this case today. Unfortunately, we need to check with the City of Detroit. He's actually a Detroit firefighter, and the plea offer made by the city itself, we're not sure if it'll affect his job, so we'd like an adjournment so that we can evaluate that. That's what we're very concerned with, is his job.
Did you speak to Miss Mason? Officer Blandy here.
I did speak to her. I did not speak to the officer, though.
All right. Well, it's disregard the red signal and no valid registration. So you couldn't come to any resolution with the city attorney's office?
No, Judge. I was hoping to do an impeding, accept it today, and let him pay online. Unfortunately, they can only offer limited access speed, and we need to make sure that doesn't affect his employment. And he would be with me today, but the city has sent him to Indiana for specialized training in rescue and tactical stuff, of all things, today. So that's why he's not here.
I'll waive your client's presence. I don't think that's accurate that they couldn't offer you an impeding. I think
for the record, Your Honor, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit, the attorney has indicated to me he has a commercial driving license. Based upon our policy in the office, commercial driving, something has to abstract. I offered him a limited access, but because of the implications based upon what we've been indicated by the state and the feds, they're looking to get moving violations that abstract, because there have been so many issues regarding commercial driver's license. So that's where we stand. So Mr. Whiting needs information more about any implications with that and his client's ability, his employment.
Yeah, I'm saying that there's, the Fed and whoever, that it's not, you don't want to offer that based on whatever policy that is in place. That's all I'm saying. There could be an offer, but there's, for whatever reason, the city attorney's office as outlined, that would be their position that they just don't want to do. But nevertheless, what do you say about giving Mr. Whitey some time to go over this with his client and prepare for next steps if necessary?
No objection to that, Your Honor.
All right. Let's get Officer Blanding out. When are you going to be able to come to some resolution on this, Mr. White? I can't bring Officer Blanding out of the breakout.
Judge, he's in training in Indiana that the city sent him to this week. So we're hoping next week he can try to get, I guess, with the union or the fire department commanders to determine if that plea. I almost wish he didn't have a CDL. We could do it for impeding. He's so, but we'll check. I understand their position, so we'll check. I want to get it resolved though.
I don't understand it, but that's you. If you understand it, that's fine. All right, June the 3rd, 2024 is your next hearing date. All right.
June 3, 2024. Okay, Judge. Thank you.
Very well.
Appreciate it.
What's going on with Gance? Corporal Bennett, that I don't believe this client is a defendant ever showed.
That is
are we ready on Gance?
Well, so this is Alexandra Miller's case. Attorney Miller.
Yeah.
I did send her a text message. I just happened to, because she was supposed to be in Judge Taylor's yesterday. I happen to know that she was in trial yesterday. I don't know if that's continuing today. I can only believe that's plausibly why she is not here. And
let's give her a few more minutes.
Okay.
iPhone, Tamara's iPhone, Miss London.
Yes.
Why are you so late, ma'am?
I just found out some information this morning about my family, and it honestly just slipped my mind. I do apologize about that, Your Honor.
I hope everything is going okay with your family.
Yeah, my aunt passed.
Sorry to hear that. I kind of felt it was out. City of Detroit, condolences go out to you as well.
Thank you.
City of Detroit versus Tamara London, case number SP 136669971. Appearance for the record, please.
Morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Ma'am, please state your name.
Tamara London.
Good morning, Miss London.
Morning.
Again, condolences to you, ma'am. Alcohol-related violation, $240 fine, dismissal upon paying the absolute right to a trial. Speak to Mr. Baughman in the breakout room now.
Okay. Okay.
Judge, as a housekeeping matter, could you thank and excuse Officer Blanding?
Absolutely. Mr. Officer Blanding, let's go off the record with London. Officer Blanding, I put mark the file as you being appeared, so be safe out there and have a very good day. Join the breakout room, Mr. Baughman, and speak to Ms. London on that alcohol-related information. I have a consuming alcohol in public ticket here. Monroe and Randolph. All right. $240 fine, dismiss upon payment. All right. Officer Blanding, you're free to leave, and you can let Corporal Bennett know. I don't even see Corporal Bennett on the docket for anything. He's free to leave as well. Mr. Mayor.
I'll let him know, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Corporal Bennett, you can leave. You can leave. The court judges thanked and excused you.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good one.
Judge, excuse me, we're just waiting on Attorney Miller on Gance.
Yeah, then we have the Samsung is back now.
Okay.
That, I do have one of those, right now, paid. I don't know if it's
He didn't do
supposed to
this
take class.
He didn't do this morality, that was my.
Huh?
He didn't do this class.
So show cause.
We still got 12 minutes. Because he was 12 minutes behind.
Why is he,
She said she didn't try to reach him. That was her.
all right, maybe you do what you want.
This is all.
Is it
Thank you, Judge.
Gibson? But Samsung is back. He was one of the first ones in here. You may have to. Are we ready on London?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with London. Giving you an opportunity, Ms. London, to speak to Mr. Walker. What's your client want to do, Mr. Walker?
Judge, my client's ready to waive rights. She has been advised, and she's gonna plead guilty to the misdemeanor, with the understanding that that will be dismissed upon payment.
Is that what you want to do at this time, Ms. London, when you tell me that you just found out that your aunt passed away?
Yes.
Okay. You don't want to set a trial date, come back, see if you can do better?
No, I do not.
Raise your right hand, please. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Walker went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
No.
You don't know that you're gonna give the rights up once you take this deal?
Yes.
All right. You understand what I mean? That you will give the rights up that Mr. Hoffman went over in the breakout room with you if you take the deal. You understand that?
Yes, I do understand that.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me draw your attention back to July 22nd, 2022 at around 10:29 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Monroe and Randolph Street. You have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
I'm sorry?
On July 22nd, 2022 at around 10:29 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Monroe and Randolph Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
I didn't have an occasion. I just had a long day at work.
I'm not thinking that she understands where I'm coming from or what I'm asking.
Did you encounter police that day? If I can ask.
Yes.
And what were you doing?
So I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was just walking outside and that's really all I was doing. I wasn't doing nothing bad or disrespecting anybody. I was just walking outside.
It's not illegal to walk outside, Ms. London. I have to have some illegality They say you were consuming alcohol in public.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing. I was outside walking with my alcohol in my cup. And I do understand that that is illegal now.
That is right.
Alcohol in your cup. You were on break or you were done with work?
I was done with work. So this was like later on that night. I work every day from 8:30 to 5. So around that time I was off work. I was just downtown walking and then I had alcohol in my cup.
How did the police come about you?
They literally just I didn't do anything wrong to them. I was just walking and they got out their cars. They jumped out on their cars on me. Like I was not walking in front or behind them. They was in their cars and they hopped out their cars and that's what happened.
And you're on the sidewalk?
I was on the sidewalk and I wasn't fighting anybody. I wasn't arguing with anybody or nothing. I had a cup in my hand and both of the police officers, they rolled up behind me. They hopped out and they said, "Hey, what's in your cup? What's in your cup?" And that's what happened.
So, did Mr. Boffman, did she say it was alcohol? Did your client, is she just gonna admit that it was alcohol? And this is for your lawyer to respond.
Sure.
Is she just gonna admit to alcohol being in her cup, or does she want to, we know she hasn't said anything about alcohol. Do you want to voir dire? Do you want to bring the officer in to prove that it's alcohol?
I think we need some clarification to the facts and circumstances, Your Honor. May I have another moment with the defendant in the breakout room, please?
Go back in the room, please, Mr. London. Speak to the lawyer again.
Okay.
I'm in room 2. I see that.
So
rejoin the breakout room. Can you call her, please? Yes. Just Gance, Montez Gance. that on that phone. Good morning to you. What's your name, please?
Candace Lindsay.
Say that again.
Candace Lindsay.
Candace Lindsay, why are you so late?
I couldn't get in on my computer. I was trying, it wouldn't, it kept saying something about call a number. I don't know, it wouldn't let me in. I do apologize.
Candace Lindsay?
Yes.
I don't see you on the docket. What is that? Lindasay?
No, Lindsey.
And Candace Candice?
That's correct. Oh, I'm sorry. It's tomorrow. I went through all this. I think my court date is actually tomorrow.
Court date is the 17th.
Tomorrow. I got my days mixed up.
Are you trying to do community service to clear this up?
Yes. I don't know what's left because they took my taxes. I don't know what's left to even be paid. So I don't know, but yes, I will do community service for it, and I do have my permit.
You do have a permit?
Yes.
Do you have a license? Do you have a registration and insurance?
Well, I can't get my license. I can't take my, they won't give me no insurance. I tried to get some yesterday. They won't, I guess because my license is not valid yet. I'm thinking that's why.
It should be
I'm
valid.
not sure.
Let's see if we can get Miss Lindsay, run her driver's license, please, because that'll be a case that we don't have to worry about tomorrow. She indicates that she wants to do community service. All right, let's hold on a second. Let's go back on the record with Miss London. Mr. Boffman, are we ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor. We're gonna ask for a bench trial date, please and thank you, by Zoom.
Is that what you want to do, Miss London?
Yes.
All right, come back July 25th, 2024 at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Okay, for the record, I'm just gonna,
Go ahead.
for the record, I'm just gonna state an objection. I believe that counsel was satisfied with her, the voir dire, and she was satisfied that she had met the requirements of alcohol-related violation. She did admit that she was drinking. She had alcohol in her cup. So for the record, I'm just placing my objection on the record, Your Honor.
Very well. July 25th, 2024 at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day. All right, this license is valid.
Yeah.
License for Lindsay, who's not on the docket, is supposed to be on the docket tomorrow, is valid. Indicated that she will do community service. I will be traveling tomorrow. I won't be here. This is a case that we can either put off until another time or so I honestly can't believe how Miss Lindsay got a license. I've never, but this is probably one of the longest, it's like a book. But it's valid. Congratulations on that. It's probably been years, hasn't it, Ms. Lindsay?
Yes.
All right. Have a no ops, a license improper, no ops, improper plates, unregistered untitled, no ops, no proof of insurance, civil infraction, no valid registration.
No, I do have a valid registration. I had insurance, but I don't have it. It's not valid right now. So I have to get some before I can drive my car, but I was gonna pay the road test people to use their car because it has insurance. I wasn't gonna use my car for the road test or anything like that, but I'm actually not driving right now. I'm just trying to get my license because I don't want to mess that up. But I can't take my road test till the 12th of next month. So
Do you want to come back after you get everything situated? Come back pre-trial date on June the 3rd, all right, 2024, 8:30.
okay.
Right? June
Yep.
23rd. I mean, strike that, June 3rd, 8:30.
June 3rd. June 3rd.
At 8:30.
Okay. 8:30. Well, thank you so much for seeing me today. I thought I was late and I was actually a day early, but thank you so much. You too.
Are you on the Samsung device? No. Samsung is not here. Listen. Gance, you want to come back later? What I can do is I can take your phone number down and pass the message on. I'm being told that
Okay, that's cool.
This Miller's in trial. We're not getting a response. Did she text you up?
She said, I seriously apologize.
On time.
Oh.
I'm currently in closing of the permanent trial scheduled to go. She said she apologized.
Give her this against.
Give her the guy's something.
Yeah, make sure that she contacts him. So we can proceed. Gance, Montez, what is a good phone number from you, sir?
586 563 0775.
He said 563
0075?
No, 07.
75.
07.
75, I got it in the file. And let's just come back on June the 3rd. We're gonna have her contact you today.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day, sir. Best of luck to you. Make sure you get contact them today.
Okay.
June 3rd is the next day. Miss Mason, I have another I have a motion. I don't know if your office has received it or if you've received it from for a Goodman, Trevina Goodman, for a adjournment and of trial date because of motion, because of no discovery. Again, indicates that this is the second motion for discovery.
Which case is that, Your Honor?
Trevina Goodman.
Just 1 second, please.
Dog violation cases.
Who is the attorney?
Barack 864 P86437. You can get her a copy of that, put that in this file.
Is this scheduled on the calendar for today?
No, it's not on the calendar for today. It's on the calendar for trial on.
Appreciate you. What?
All right, he's finally got.
Yeah, or BB. I appreciate it. Yeah. Man, I got a ticket on to get from 2018. 2018.
All right, on that Samsung, what's your name, sir?
This is Cedric Logan.
All right, he's been here all morning, but he didn't. It's the first time he's connected to audio. Cedric Logan.
Yes, sir.
Reported to and that's LOGANCEDRIC.
Yes, sir.
Cedric Ninstel Logan. This is the city of Detroit versus Cedric Logan. Case number SP 1508476, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Logan.
Cedric Ninstel Logan.
And this call 18-3200771 into the record. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. The offer as it stands right now is to plead failure to display, and I've dismissed the other count, $240 fine, and will abstract to the Secretary of State. However, it won't carry any points. You have an absolute right to a trial, Mr. Logan, and you still owe another $96 on that old no-ops ticket. Put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with them. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
Yes, sir.
Join the room, please.
How you doing, Mr. Judge?
Mr. Lunsford, good morning. Good morning again.
I'm down here now, Judge. At the do I come in your court or do I do it right here?
You can come. You got Lunsford file? I'll give him the case numbers that I told him that I was concerned about. He has some other outstanding.
Hey, they telling me to
join the breakout room, Mr. Oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put it in already?
I think so. Hold on.
Pickens.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
Hoffman, we can go out on Terry Payne.
I'll put lunch, I'll look up lunch for myself.
Do I go to window because I'm right here. Just wait for a minute.
Yeah, so you have a pen?
No, I got one. Yeah, I got one.
SP 15.
You said SP?
SP.
Oh, SP.
15.
15 41
892.
892.
Counts 1 and counts 2. Pay those. I'll dismiss those if you pay those. $240 apiece.
Okay. Count 1 and count 2.
Yep, count 1 and count 2.
Okay.
SP 129.
129.
123.
123.
Counts 2 and counts 3.
Count 2. Count 3.
And then you have one more that Ms. Mathis hasn't put in the system yet. No, okay. SP 108.
108.
05.
05.
141.
141.
All right, those are the ones that you entered into the agreement to take care of.
Yes.
These other ones, you're gonna owe some old ones. SP 801 251 counts 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna owe those because you hadn't paid them. Those are old.
Okay. How much is those?
If I were you, I would pay the $288 on that no insurance first, and then worry about the other stuff.
Okay. Like I said, I only got like 500 days, so I could pay like 200. Then like Friday, I think Friday I could pay the rest.
Pay the $288 now, and we'll worry about that. Wasn't a part of our deal, but I'll let you pay that $288 now, so you could potentially go get yourself a valid driver's license.
288. Oh, thank you. And what about the other?
And then put the rest of the 5 on something else.
Okay.
Let's get him a return date. Did you put all that stuff down?
Everything's done.
Get him a return date.
For the funds that he got money.
Yeah, just give him 30 days. Yeah.
And
then
I'll be the last one that 280 for me again, Judge.
I'll allow payment plan on there too. That 288 is SP
just like that.
801
801
513.
801 513.
No, SP 801 2513.
2513. Okay. And you say I can put the rest of it on that, like the other ones that we agreed to. The rest of it.
On whatever else you want. Yeah, I'm gonna extend it another 30 days out for you.
Okay, thank you. I'm about to start a payment. I'm gonna pay the 5 today, but I'm gonna pay that 280.
And then if you pay that 288, I don't know if you have any tickets in any other jurisdictions. What did I do?
Yeah.
1080543. 1080543. On those ones that I dismissed, erase the statement fee on those ones that I dismissed. I'm doing you a big favor here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Judge. But
Go ahead and pay the 288, and I'm gonna waive the reinstatement fees. You got a lot of money sitting there. All right, and I'm gonna give you another 30 days.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
And wait 48 to 72 hours from today to try to approach the Secretary of State and get a license.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's go back on the record for Mr. Logan. Mr. Logan, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the offer.
Ready to display?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is that what you want to do, Mr. Logan?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Sure.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Anybody offer you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to October the 8th, 2023 at around 10:32 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Warrington. You have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department.
Yes, sir.
Operating a motor vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't do so, could you?
No, sir.
Why is that?
Because I got a ticket from 2018 that won't allow me to have my license, Your Honor. The one that you sent toward the courts 2 times.
All right. Yeah, you don't have a valid license, correct?
No, sir.
All right, I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display, $240 fine. I'll dismiss the other matter. When can you pay it?
I can pay it probably about next Friday.
I'm gonna give you 2 weeks paid in the 30th of, by the 30th of April, and this $96 as well.
Okay.
And then you won't owe the court any more money. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. You have a great one.
Thank you. All right.
Hey, been in court.
That'll conclude it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Been in court.
That'll
Now,
conclude it.
I apologize, Your Honor. What did we just do when we went back on with Mr. Logan? I hit back. I thought I had
He pled to the failure to display, $240 fine, dismissing the misdemeanor, no insurance, and review date was 4/30/2024, paying that and the $96 he owed on the old case that wasn't that was for review today.
Thank you, Your Honor.